A month ago, I purchased a 2014 BMW i3 for $20,000. It's used. It had 29,900 something miles on the car, and for the price, I think it's a good deal because it has a tech package, it has a parking package, so it's pretty much almost a fully spec'd out car. This car is missing like the heated seats. It's missing the Harman Kardon speakers. So other than that, it's a pretty standard, or not pretty spec'd up, I guess, i3. And it's pretty hard to find a tech and parking package i3 in reality for that kind of price. So I think I got a really good deal for that car. So my first week of ownership, I took the car from San Francisco to San Jose. So that's kind of a journey. It depletes like 75% of the battery. And then I decided to go to a DC fast charger at a Volkswagen dealer, and I tried charging there. But when I tried unplugging the car, the locking pin won't unlock. So I was sitting inside this Volkswagen dealer with a plug that I can't unplug, and I was like contemplating, should I call BMW roadside assistance, and how will roadside assistance even help me for this kind of car, because it's such a new car, or not a new car, but an unusual car that it's not really part of roadside assistance. So off to the manual I went, and the actual manual, physical piece of manual, and apparently for this BMW i3 there is a emergency pull cable in the rear right back door. You can open that back door, and then you can pull out this foam cover out, and then there are two pull strings, two pull strings that you can pull to unlock like the charging door and the locking pin. So that's what we resorted to. So we pulled that stuff out, which was really hard to pull the actual cable out because it was so jammed into the car when it was manufactured. Anyways, pull that, and then pulled the cable out finally, which took about a 30-minute ordeal. And then that was the first week of ownership. And week 2 on ownership, I already scheduled like an appointment to see BMW, and then I made another road trip to San Jose because I had like an interview there. And during my interview to San Jose, I've also visited my friend, and then later on used my range extender, and I was like filling up some gas. So I filled up some gas, and then I closed the door, and then the car decided to say there's a fuel tank system malfunction. So that's quite entertaining, seeing my car first have like a locking pin actuator failure, and then fuel tank system malfunction. I was like wondering, why even make it back home from San Jose to San Francisco? So I was like, oh, anyways. But something nice about this car is I still have warranty, and then later on I was looking at the warranty, and then later on I was looking at the BMW roadside assistance, and I still have unlimited miles for this warranty and up to 4 years. So I feel like for this car, I'm really using the warranty quite a bit. Kind of like Doug with his Land Rover. Anyways, when I actually visited the BMW San Francisco dealer to tell them the issues, I had a few other issues to tell them. So I told them those two main issues, the locking pin and then the gas tank thing. So the locking pin thing, it was really hard for them to verify because apparently they need to verify these issues before they fix it. So trying to have them verify this intermediate sporadic issue was hard, so that was kind of like a lot of arguing and email, phone calls. Eventually they were able to experience a time when the locking pin failed, and yay, they fixed it. The fuel tank system, they were able to locate a fault code because the computer generated the code, and they were able to replace this fuel tank system sensor. Issue number 3 with the car. So when I was driving with the cruise control, so I have the dynamic cruise control in this car. When I was driving with the dynamic cruise control, sometimes it disengages, especially when it's sunny. So I told them about that issue. Apparently it's not an issue. 4th issue, sometimes my rear right door decides to say I'm open, even when it's not open. So when you're driving on the freeway, the car will suddenly make an alarm or boom to tell you that your right rear door, your right suicide doors or coach doors are open when they're not. And I don't know what BMW did, but the car seems to not have that issue anymore. But they weren't able to verify the issue, and they did nothing about it. So the 5th issue is when we bought the car, we noticed there's a little seal crack on the right passenger door, but it's not covered in warranty. So boo-hoo for buying a used car. So those were the 5 issues I went to BMW in San Francisco for the first time. Anyways, so later on I went on vacation to Disneyland and all seems well with the car, and then I came back and then now the car has given me a check engine light, so yay! In my 1 month of ownership of this car we have visited BMW quite a few times. So for these 5 issues, we got a loaner car, and we had the loaner car for a week, so they took a while to repair the car, which was interesting. But we were given a BMW 330i car as a loaner. So tomorrow I'm requesting a loaner while my car gets fixed for this check engine issue. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm visiting BMW again! I feel like I visit them so often that I'm part of a family! So I'm like, oh, so this is what it means to be part of the family. I'm visiting BMW so often to enjoy the free cup of coffee there. But I guess that's nice. Their coffee's not that bad, and I get to see their other nice fancy cars, but you know, if I'm visiting BMW so often, it makes me wonder the reliability of my car. And even though I still have like the original warranty part of the car, I probably should sell the car before the warranty ends, or purchase extended maintenance or service agreements or extended warranty for the car. So if I plan to keep the car, I definitely should, I think, purchase extended warranty because of the number of times I've been visiting BMW. So when people say that electric car is cheap, that electric car is not cheap to repair. So if you look at the headlights, if you ever rear-end on one, that LED headlight's $1,300 something. The headlights below is another $200 maybe. And then everything else is gonna be super expensive. Also, since I have a 20-inch tires on my car, there's only one brand, one tire that fits on that rim. So it's only summer tires, only Bridgestone, which is kind of annoying. There's no other choices. If I want to get winter tires, I need to get a 19-inch wheel, so that's a lot of cost. And then you need to buy the winter tires, which again, there are actually 2 choices. There's an all-season and there's a winter tire for the 19-inch tires. But for my 20-inch tires, 20-inch rims, I could only buy one brand, one tire. For the fuel tank system malfunction error message, it was telling me to manually open the gas tank door, which you do it through the front trunk, and in the front trunk there's a green little, the pull tab, and you pull the pull tab to pull open the front, or no, the gas tank door. So that's how you will open the gas tank door in case there's an actuator malfunction. But for me, I was still able to open the gas tank door through pressing the button, but it was more of an issue of the car generating message and BMW saying it's a fuel tank sensor issue. So, I don't know.